We went to the river and it was just a raging pool.
I've been here 23 years and never ever experienced any flooding at all.
You'll see behind me the flyover bridge over the A96 and that's over the Don. Surge of water came round the bend of the river there underneath the flyover, and you'll see the bund behind me. It overtopped the bund and then lowered down, breached it, and the water flooded across Davidson Park, which is beside us. It flooded most of the houses in Riverside Drive, across the main road into Prospect Terrace, down into Canal Road, Canal Crescent, Ritchie Road. Underneath the Don Bridge that takes you into between Port Elphinstone and Inverurie, just below that, the water breached the bund, went across what is locally known as the Stanners, and went into the houses in Keith Hall Road and the business park. There are 12 businesses, 50 people employed in that business park. All of that was flooded.
The biggest thing for me was actually seeing them taking all the furniture out. That was just your life gone.
And how they removed
and how they removed it.
If they couldn't get it through the door, they just took a sledgehammer to it. And we tried to smile about it, but it wasn't good. No.
That was the worst bit, when the furniture all going out, and you thought, oh, well, that's just everything gone.
It's very, very difficult from a human point of view to find your whole life out on the grass outside being torn out, because these people that come in the insurance companies, it's a job to them. They've not really taken into consideration that that's somebody's life they're ripping out the house. This all came about by initially through Tesco's. They did an appeal for the people affected by the flood, and we got a huge amount of donations of second-hand clothes, bedding, food, just everything. Once it was sorted out, we then had to find a place where to actually put it, and this became the hub. The British Legion, a man with a van called Gary, very happily with my husband took all the stuff over here, and this place was born, so to speak.
I know they've set up a fund for the flood victims, and there has been a lot of different organisations raising funds. The firemen did a car wash, so there's things going on that we maybe didn't even know about. So just the whole lot, really, Inverurie have gelled together to help us.
I was out for a wedding anniversary dinner with my husband, and we were sitting chatting about various this and that, and we thought we could do something for this. Here was us sitting having a nice dinner, and there was all these people out there suffering from the aftermath of the floods, and we thought, right, we've got concerts, dances, bands at our fingertips, so why not use them? So Jammers Mackay has its own little charity unit within the infrastructure here, so we thought we'd just make use of it. Period of time from say the Thursday till the Saturday, there was thousands made, and you know what? It's fantastic, you know, for people to be able to. I was in the bank playing, in the Royal Bank playing last Friday. I played for a couple of hours on the piano, and everybody coming in, there was a bucket there, and everybody was just filling the bucket up with money as they went out. I think they made over £600 that day. So it was smashing. Folk came up and sang with me, and it was wonderful. So it's just everybody has just come together.
There is a national fund announced by the First Minister when she visited Inverurie and Port Elphinstone very shortly after the floods. That's £1,500 per household, £3,000 per business, plus money for farms and so on. That's being administered by Aberdeenshire Council. People can access that online or getting in touch with the council. There are forms about, volunteers have access to forms, they're in our libraries and so on. There's also another fund administered by a national charity, Foundation Scotland. Aberdeenshire Council is closely associated with that, so monies that's raised locally can be put into that fund specifically for areas, designated for areas Upper Deeside or here in Port Elphinstone, Contour, Kemney, Inverurie.
We found that after a week people's stress started to kick in, and there's quite a strong aspect to just sitting down, having a cup of tea with people and having a talk. We're also signposting them to the Scottish Flood Forum that is able to help with insurance issues, people whose insurance companies are perhaps not cooperating as much as they should. And we're also using the political route for that as well, so we've got the support of our MP should we need it. So it's actually making a real emotional difference to people, we found.
Inverurie's had this happen before at a similar event. In 1829 we had what was called the Muckle Spate, which is marked in a plaque down in the bridge there, and it didn't hold the folk back then, and I'm sure it won't hold the folk back now. But we've got stamina here and we need it, and I'm sure that'll see us through.